When you think about investing in a stock, do you look at the balance sheet? Do you look at the upcoming earnings? Do you look at the team members? Do you look at the products that they're making, or maybe that they haven't created yet, maybe the patents that they have? Do you think about what do people want? Do you think about what do people need? Well, it's time to put on your favorite investing shirt, grab your glasses and a bottle of water, sit down and dive into a company that sells both what people want and what people need. Welcome to Framework Fortune. I'm your host Ben, and it's time for another one of Ben's stock reviews. And the company we are taking a look at today is actually sponsoring this video, so big shout out and a thank you to Bevcanna for sponsoring this video. Ticker symbol BVNNF in the OTC US markets. Bevcanna is currently trading for under $1, and I think it's because it's under the radar for a lot of investors and traders. But enough of that, I'm going to bring it to light. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that this company has something that everybody wants and something that everybody needs. So first let's talk about what this company provides that everybody needs, and that is water. Bevcanna's wholly owned water brand Trace is competing with big names like Evian, Whistler Springs, Fiji, and Smart Water. They have carved out their own little chunk in the natural alkaline and spring water landscape. With water rights plus a 40,000 square foot manufacturing facility on over 315 acres of agricultural reserved land. Trace Water offers 7.7 pH natural alkaline spring water sourced directly from their aquifer in Canada's BC interior. The Canadian government has halted new access to aquifers such as this, giving Bevcanna a unique position. Bevcanna is set up to produce 210 million bottles annually. And if you think about it, if they only charged $1, that's $210 million at least in revenue that this company can have access to. Trace brand waters contain both fulvic and humic acid. Now, while that name doesn't sound appealing, fulvic acid is actually comprised of over 70 minerals. But the bottom line, it's good water and it's good for you. With a lot of natural springs already capitalized on and pollution destroying resources, the demand for clean, good drinking water is on the rise while the supply is continually shrinking. Now, not only do they have their own water, they are also set up to be able to do licensed and integrated branding and white label beverage manufacturing, meaning that other companies with a recipe can come to them and they can be the distributor, manufacturer, bottler, brand builder, all of that in one for other companies. So while Trace Water is getting a piece of the pie, they're also able to get a piece of the pie from other companies needing those facilities and capabilities to start up. Now, they're already selling Trace brand water in the US, Canada, and Europe, but recently they just announced that they're trying to move their product into the Asian markets, China, Japan, and the Philippines. And the Trace brand, along with other health and wellness products that we're going to get to in just a minute, will fit that market perfectly. Now, we know what they're selling that you need, water. What are they selling that a lot of people want? And the demand continues to grow as legalization and decriminalization becomes more popular among states and even the federal government. The Biden administration and Senator Schumer have been pushing a bill through the House and now into the Senate that should be out of the Senate soon that will decriminalize marijuana on the federal level and also expunge many non-violent offenders' records who were put there by the unjust marijuana laws. So what is the other product that they're selling? Marijuana-infused beverages. They are partnered with company Keefe Brands, who ranks second in the US for units sold amongst all cannabis beverage companies. Keefe Brands has 6 out of the top 10 selling cannabis beverages in Colorado and 3 of the top 10 selling in California. So what is the partnership between Bevcanna and Keefe Brands? Well, Bevcanna acts as an exclusive licensee, manufacturing, and distribution partner for the Canadian market, while also optimizing Keefe's U.S. manufacturing and distribution network of more than 1,000 dispensaries and delivery services. So together they're pushing these infused beverages that are already gaining traction in states where it's recreational. Now, why would people want to drink their THC? Well, think about it. With more people being health conscious, smoking is not the best way to ingest your THC. Now, what is something very popular, legal, and that everybody uses as a recreational activity? beer, liquor, and wine. That industry is extremely massive globally. So it only makes sense that the infused beverage market is poised to grow from 89 million to 1.4 billion by 2023. And Keefe Brands happens to rank second in the US for units sold amongst all cannabis beverage companies. That puts Bevcanna and Keefe Brands in position to be a major player in the infused beverage market. Take a look at Keefe's website and check out some of the beverages that they already have for sale in states where it's recreational. Original Cola, Blue Raz, Bubba Kush Root Beer, Orange Kush, Blood Orange, Blackberry Coconut. The flavors keep coming. Keefe also sells their own high-intensity THC pods and THC oil cartridges for vapes. Now, Bevcanna's vertical manufacturing is already licensed for cannabis and will allow regulated retail B2B and B2C sales in distribution channels. With trace available at over 3,000 retail locations across Canada and online in the partnership with Keefe, Bevcanna is already seeing nice growth, and we'll see that a little bit later when we jump into the balance sheet. Now, Bevcanna also has a research license. They're able to conduct research activities that involve direct handling of cannabis, such as SOP development, stability testing, and quality assurance for house brands and white label clients. The members of the Bevcanna management team have diverse experience amongst household names like Best Buy, Walmart, Costco, and more. You can learn more about the Bevcanna team by going to the corporate presentation in the description below. You'll also be able to find plenty of other resources in the description as well that you can dive in and do more research on this company. Now, not only is Bevcanna partnered with Keefe Brands, they're also partnered with Bloom Brands, which offer Bloom Vapes, Bloom Darts, and Bloom Drops. Now, if you've ever seen Pineapple Express, Bloom does offer a Pineapple Express vape, touting now with more Franco and less Rogan. That's a good one, Bloom. So this is another marijuana brand partnership with a key company at the right time. Now, I know you may be excited and ready to go dive in and do your own due diligence, but wait, there's more. Bevcanna has another fully owned house brand, Pure Therapy Oils. And this is a CBD company with products like CBD coffee, CBD pain rub, and more. Pure Therapy Oils is Bevcanna's successful e-commerce platform with over 20,000 returning customers. So before we hop into some actual numbers and the boring stuff, let's do a recap really quick about everything that Bevcanna's got their fingers in. We have Trace Brands with their recognizable Blackwater expanding into the Asian markets. We have the key partnership with Keefe in the infused beverage market, which the cannabis market itself is going to be huge. The infused beverage market, if it follows and does anything like the alcohol market, will be huge. And then we also have the CBD products, which we know are continuing to grow. And we have the key partnership with Bloom. Did I forget to mention earlier in the video that this company is trading under $1 US? Let's take a look at their balance sheet and see if they're actually making money. It seems like they are, but the numbers don't lie. So looking at their balance sheet at the end of 2019, they had 12.5 million in assets and only 2 million in liabilities. To me, that shows very good financial leadership. They're in very little debt with great valued assets and key positioning in multiple markets. And as they're growing, so are their numbers. As of March 2020, Bevcanna's float, the amount of shares available to the public, is around 36 million. This is a very low float with a company that seems to not have a ceiling on the markets that it's engaged in. So now we have Bevcanna, ticker symbol BVNNF, in the Thinkorswim platform in the chart. And this is a one-day chart over a year span, so it's the daily chart. You can see back here, this first 6 months, they were kind of going sideways, trading above 10 to 15 cents. And then last year in December, they got a massive run up from about 35 cents all the way up to $1. Did get rejected there, got pushed back down, bounced off the 50-day, and then ran to $1.20. So Bevcanna is knocking at the door to get over $1 and hold over $1. If they do that, I could possibly see them uplisting, and that's always a good sign for any company. Now, currently they are on a little downtrend, but overall the price action is showing an uptrend that has formed, and the 200-day moving average, which is the strongest indicator resistance and support, is right there where that uptrend is as well, and that's where it's getting bought up currently, right off of that 50-cent area, which 50 cents is natural support and resistance. More than likely this probably won't go below 50 cents. It could, you never know, but I think that decriminalization is coming soon. Plus this just looks like a healthy correction and possibly a good time to get a nice cheap price on this stock. Now, among all the things there is to like about this company and keep it on your watch list, one of the biggest things with a lot of cannabis companies is they're solely focused on cannabis. Well, if something was to happen, which I highly doubt it will with the cannabis markets, those companies are going to have to switch to something else or go out of business. If something drastic like that was to happen, Bevcanna would be just fine because they have their trace brand waters, the CBD products, and a very strong team that seems like they can handle whatever gets thrown at them. This company has so much potential. I literally could have spent hours on this video. So do your own due diligence, do your own research. Jump in the description below. All the sources that I pulled from were down there. Investor presentations, corporate presentations, all of that. And I did spend a lot of time on this video. So if you haven't yet, let's teach that YouTube algorithm a lesson. Give it a good punch right in the like button. Put it in its place. Let me know what you think about Bevcanna in the comments below. And once again, thank you Bevcanna for sponsoring this video. Until next time.